This is just AMZN for Friday, June 7th, 2019. Got kind of spotty internet, so I'm going to try and do this video quickly and see how well things upload, and then maybe do some more this week, but don't necessarily count on it. So Friday morning, we opened up. The open price was $1763.70, and I think I talked about Thursday's video. If we had a gap up above 1760, that this thing could run like up to the 21 or something. I didn't go back and rewatch my Thursday video because, again, it's about the internet. But the execution of this was everything we talked about Thursday with the gap up, that you could just hung out for that ride. So we definitely got away from this X marks the spot. That was one possibility. We just chopped here, and things opened up just much more bullish. We jump into the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, we had a high wave candle to open us up. That was right above the high from Thursday. And then from there, it was all over. If you just look at the day, I mean, all you had to do is bracket trade this, get in above it, stop below it, and then just trail your stop. It just kept making higher highs, higher lows. I mean, did it make a higher, let's see, same high here, tweezer top, and that, I guess I should say it kept making higher lows, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Yeah, higher lows. And then it stopped making higher lows right here. This was a lower low, a couple more, and then still made a new higher high. But anyway, that was about as high as it got. Great opportunity to take profits as, it just moved massively bullish for the first, hour and a half. Like really the first hour and a half was just incredibly bullish here. And if we jump into calls, this is probably the most conservative you could have played this, getting into 1,800 calls for $1. So you had not just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, into the 20th, or before 20 minutes. So between the 15 and 20 minute time frame, somewhere in there, it crossed this $1 threshold. And then, if you would put, all I'm saying is if you had set up a trade at $1 by zero, absolute zero, just hung on for any number of hours. I mean, you could have gotten 2 hours up here, 4 hours up here, 6 hours up here, and then that last little push actually made it up to $10, which could have been 9 hours. So not necessarily counting that, had you been looking and watching and thinking, I'll get out at 8, and you missed it here and didn't even order set up, then it pulled back and you're like, where's my stop need to be? Okay, my stop's here at 4. That's still 3 hour. I really could have come in out at 8. Let me set this up, get out at 8 again. If it gets up there, and it does. So you're probably out at 8. Entry was 1. That's 7 hour. What's interesting here is we actually pulled back to these strong candle opens, in here with this area, and then down here with, getting in at, could have been getting in at 3 by 2, ran up to 5. 3 by 2, ran up to 5, 3 by 2, ran up to 5, 3 by 2, ran up to 5. So the rest of the day, grabbing 2R once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. So that's another 8 hours. So 7 hour and 8 hour, had you done that over and over and over again, had the buying power and all that, something could have been done, Now, had you gone 3 by 2 looking for 6, it worked once. Didn't work here, but then you still would have been in here and worked a second time. And then I guess a third time too. So, but that would have been really challenging to hold that one looking for 6 right into the close, because, the 1,800 calls were in the money, Oops, let me just click that. In the money. So you want to be really careful about being in an option in the money right into close, and careful how you're looking for exits, because if you're looking for a limit, it might not fill right into the close, and then you're holding options that expire, and whatever they do about those, don't exactly know. I haven't had to deal with that. If we zoom back out a little bit, we just chopped after hours, so we'll see if we have any more move higher. We're so close to 1815. It'd be nice if we got a little bit higher there. But just this gap seems really, really strong here, that we're basically making an island reversal of these, which the low here, we did technically close the gap. right? The high was 1760, the low was 1759.49. So we did close the gap, so it's not truly an item reversal, but it somewhat looks like that here. It's definitely a different pattern than we did back here when we bounced, you know. So things change up a little bit, and we'll see if we get some more continuation. But this is incredibly bullish, taking out the highs here, getting above the gap here. It looks like it's trying to close, the gap up into this. Once it gets out probably into this range, it'll be a question of, okay, does it have the momentum to keep going? Or, is it going to pull back down into this line, grind up, contend with this level again, and then continue going? There's a lot of time ahead that you could do something and still follow these lines. So we'll see if, we get a move all the way up here to, let's see, probably 1860 or so, by mid-July, early July. But for right now, we'll see if we can have the momentum to carry us up, possibly up here quickly, but that's not, I guess, very likely to happen. Lower probability, I should say, just with what's been going on here. So, we pulled back for the I expected, and then we rallied quicker than I expected. But we're right back into these candles. So I do anticipate that we'll move up a little bit more, just a little bit, and then see if we can roll back down a little bit, like a retest of this, sort of this neckline here. Push back down a little bit more, see if some of the bears are going to load up, and then trap them again with another gap up. But, we could form a triangle in this space, and that sort of thing play out. So we'll totally have to just wait and see how it goes. But I hope the setup on Thursday and then how folks were playing it on Friday made sense, made money. And yeah, I'll try and keep up with doing some more of these this week. If not, be back next week with a recap of some of the things that have gone on. So I hope this helps. This is Justin Evan. Thanks.